Welcome, friends. Welcome to your Friday vlog. I know it's going to be a little bit different, but hey, I'm going to talk about things that interest me. Today, it's about interest, and it happens to be the topic of smartwatches. I have to give a special thanks to Deke Speaks because he gave me the idea to record this video. So I want to start by saying I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. So let's go ahead and get into this video.
Unboxing knife.
Watch out from it.
Shout outs in there. Yeah.
Alright, first of all, let me just state that this is no technical, super in-depth review or anything of that nature. It's me talking about a few different watches, my personal thoughts, my opinions, what works for me, and that's it. It's just about what works for me. It may not work for you, and that's alright. I figured, hey, I would share how I feel about it and see if other people agree or if other people disagree. That's the whole part of these videos, sharing interests. I'm going to be talking about the Pebble Steel, the Samsung Galaxy Watch, the Apple Watch, and the Pebble 2.0. Now, of course, the only watch that I'm really going to go in depth with is the Pebble, and that's because, well, I own it. And if you look over here, or over here, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, I'll show you the different kind of nerdy, geeky watch faces that I love and that I have on it. Okay? So check here, Adam. Alright. So, the thing that caught my attention on this watch, honestly, I would have backed it, but I was too late on that. And I know a lot of people didn't like it, a lot of people were upset. I love it personally, but we'll get into that. The thing that caught my attention, and I'll be brief with this. E-Ink Stream stays on, uses very low energy. It was waterproof, long battery life. It was cross-compatible, so you could use it with iOS and Android, which I thought was awesome. You have to be able to give people options. If you bought it and say you didn't want an iPhone anymore, you wanted to go with Android, you could still use that watch, right? I thought that was awesome as well. I think that's pretty much it. And the fact, obviously, it was customizable and it was simple. It was a very simple concept. So I like that. I will just state right now that why it worked for me was for a lot of things. The things that really, really got me, and the things that made me love this watch so much. I was a GM in a sandwich shop, a food industry, so you have to wash your hands all the time. Not to mention that text messaging, emailing, calling my cell phone was the primary way that everybody contacted me, whether it was my employees or it was my boss. That was the quickest and easiest way to contact me, especially if it was busy. I loved being able to look at my watch and decipher whether or not it was important to where I needed to take it, or I could just say, oh, keep doing what I'm doing and get to it later. That was awesome. Second was, sometimes I have to do dishes. I have to wash my hands constantly. It has to be waterproof. It just has to be, right? And those were the key things. So it was the battery life, the waterproof, the simple, and just being able to see, get all those notifications and know what was important and what wasn't. Those were key to me. Honestly, when I first got it, I'm not gonna lie, but I got it shortly after it was released mainstream and it was only available in Best Buys. And there was a lot of glitches that they needed to work out. Whatever, it happens. Since then, very long time ago, they fixed it, worked out the kinks, and I love it. But during that time, I didn't get as many notifications, so my watch lasted me the longest was 2 weeks without having to charge it again. Now, even with the amount of notifications I get, it lasts me about a week and a half. And that's because I don't wear it at night. I take it off and I shut it down, turn it off, and I turn it on the next day when I wear it. And there might be a day when I don't wear it, but still, it's nice the fact that you can turn it off, save the battery life. That's what I love about the Pebble watch. It works for me. It may not work for you, and that's okay. But I thought I would share my experience and my feelings about it and why I like it so much. The Pebble Steel I thought was a very good looking version of the Pebble, but frankly, let's be honest, it was the exact same internals. And I wasn't gonna buy another one, and on top of that pay $100 more just because it had a different body frame. Especially because you can customize these wrist straps if you want to already. So it wasn't a big deal to me. I mean, it was still a good watch because I love the Pebble, but it just wasn't gonna be for me because I already owned one. And that is that about the Pebble Steel. That's all I have to say about it, really. But those of you that did get it, you probably love it, and that's all good. Because I know I would have loved it, but like I said, why? Why? Samsung Galaxy watches. Now let's be honest, when these first came out, I was very tempted to buy one. I thought they looked amazing. I thought they looked really sleek. They had the touchscreen, all of that stuff. Really nice looking. Here's where it killed it for me. One, wasn't cross-compatible. And on top of that, at the time, you could only use it with the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the newest Note. And that was it. You couldn't use it with any other of the Samsung phones, any other Android phones, let alone using it for iOS. I don't know. That just doesn't seem smart to me because you're limiting people's options and you're limiting the amount of people that may buy it. Although there are tons of people that are just Apple lovers and Android haters, you know, Android lovers and Apple haters, there are people that do enjoy both. I know plenty of people that love iPads, they love their iPhones, but they own PCs, they don't own MacBooks, and that's their preference. So my opinion is keep it open, okay? So that was a killer to me, for one, because then I couldn't use it. Second wasn't waterproof. Okay, well, I get this thing wet, I mean, that's what, $250 out the door. And you had to charge it every single day. For me, that's a problem. I hate having to charge my phone every day. I don't want to have to charge my watch every day too. You know, but that's, again, my opinion. And that's ultimately what killed it for me. And oh yeah, the screen doesn't stay on. You have to press the button every time just to see it. I don't like that either. I don't like that. I don't think that it should be like that. But I get it, you know, otherwise the battery would last you like, what, 20 minutes? And the touchscreen was nice, but to be honest, like you said, I bump into stuff. And that's why I'm glad this is not touchscreen. Because I would not probably be able to use it after a while because I bump into stuff. It's just how I am. I'm a big dude and that's how I roll, you know? I just get down like that, I guess. And that's what killed it for me on that. But again, that's my opinion. Doesn't mean you have to like it, but that's okay. Next one, Apple Watch. Dun, 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 dun. I own a lot of Apple products and I personally like them because they work for me. I don't hate other products that are the rivals. I'm just not that kind of person. I believe in options. I believe in all of that. I've said it multiple times in this video already. Apple Watch. Unless it's given to me or they could give me a reason why it would be worth spending close to $400 for a watch, I won't be getting it. Too expensive. And not only that, but the starting price is for the smallest size. You see these big wrists? I can't be wearing them dinky ones. I gotta wear the man size, right? Man size, right? But then you're really gonna be paying out of pocket. Again, they're not talking about the battery life, which bothers me. And from what I hear, they're not because it's supposed to be the same. You gotta charge it every single day. Again, not something I wanna do. And I think it's a really good looking watch. I think that'll probably be really fluent. But I hear it's only splash resistant, and I'm curious to whether the screen stays on because they don't really discuss that. So those are all kinds of tying factors, and that's what I know about it so far. You guys may disagree with me, and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
And finally, Pebble 2.0. And I haven't fully said this out yet. I did mention in a comment previously, but I did back this new Pebble watch. March is the month of my birthday, and I figured I would treat myself. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
You know, I figured I would treat myself. I backed it. I think it looks amazing. I think the new upgrades are gonna be awesome. The e-ink display, still waterproof. The one thing I'm not sure is if they're gonna still keep it cross-platform to where you can use it for Android or iOS. But I hope they do because I think that's awesome. That's my feelings on that. That is something to be excited to, looking forward to for the future. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, something different. Not sure if you agree with my opinions or my feelings, but again, that is okay. So don't forget to always shoot for your dreams, always shoot for happiness, because the sky's the limit, which means you guys can do whatever you want. And I will see you guys on Monday. Peace. Me, my, mo, ow, now, brown cow. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
I fell deep in the dark, I lost my spark. Such a young age and such a rough start. On your mark, set, go. I tried to explode, I tried to let go and break the damn mold. I was told I would never be great, right out of the gate. Failure was to be my fate, that's all they'd say. And I could lay down and accept that, but that had to jump back on track.